Okay, I'll be honest. I was taken aback by this initially as well, but I definitely want to talk to you guys about this because believe it or not, this is actually a way of improving your shot. And the San Antonio Spurs, even though we don't have Chip England, we're still doing a good job of trying to develop our players into better shooters, and Sochan definitely needs it.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so this low-key kind of in a way, no, it definitely did in basketball terms, in the context of basketball. This went viral. This Jeremy Sochan, not this clip in particular, but if you guys watched the game, oops, sorry, that's probably a little loud. If you guys watched the game against the Rockets, he actually shot one-handed free throws, and strangely enough, which they never talk about us, even ESPN, Sports Center, all that good stuff, basically every major outlet talked about it, and they were like, wow, look at Jeremy Sochan. And there were people that were actually making fun of Jeremy and saying, hey, that's why you don't talk about Westbrook, look at your form. And it's like, dude, we knew when we drafted him that Jeremy Sochan could not shoot. I mean, I don't mean to just talk about myself, but it wasn't just me. Like, everyone was talking about it before the draft even started. I wanted Jeremy Sochan, and I knew he cannot shoot. He's a versatile player who's a really good passer, and if he develops his jump shot, he could be something serious with his size and physicality. But I definitely wanted to go through why he is shooting a one-handed free throw, or one-handed shooting in general, one-handed free throws. So I found this video, and we're also going to look at an article on this. But this video that I found, this is from USA Basketball, and they were talking about the one-hand form shooting. So this is a really good explanation of why it's important to shoot your standstill shots with one hand as a drill. So let's go ahead and listen to this and see what this fine coach has to say.
About form shooting. So with form shooting, your knees should be slightly bent. We don't want our knees over our toes or anything. We don't want to be leaned forward. We want to be in a good balanced position, okay? We want our guide hand just down, and we want our shooting hand in a U shape, okay? See, this hand makes the U, all right? And then as we're shooting, we want our fingertips to roll. We want the ball to roll off our fingertips, okay? We're using our legs to get our power, and then we're just following through like that.
And I don't mean to interrupt her, but as you guys know, if you've been watching any Jeremy Sochan jump shots, it's improving. Like, it's improved way more since preseason to now. But I will say this, one issue that he has, at least from what I've seen, is that his hand is always kind of at the side of the ball, and he also does kind of this catapult like motion, you know what I mean? And which is not really a clean form. It's not directly underneath the ball, and he's not lining up with the basket very well. But I do like his willingness to shoot, but you're not going to do much good for us if you're shooting like 10%, right? And he's on pace to shoot really poorly for the rest of the season if he does not fix it. A three-point shooting, that is. So,
okay, again, we want to be balanced, legs, everything in line with your shoulders, okay? So let's try it. Let's put it in your shooting hand. We want to make a U. That's good. And we want the ball to rest on our fingertips like that. That's good. Make sure your knees aren't over your feet. Yeah, just get in a balanced position. Keep your back straight, okay? And go ahead and shoot the ball. Good. So elbow in. All right, make the U. Make sure your knees aren't over your toes. Okay, good. Now you try. Okay, good. That's fine. So sometimes when that happens, when the ball bounces off the rim, what's happening is as we're following through, we're leaning our body back and we're fading a little bit. So let's try not to do that. Try to just balance and go straight up right off.
but that's basically the video. Another thing too that I want to bring up is the fact that a lot of people have said, wow, he's in the NBA and he has to do this. I'll just leave these points up. He's in the NBA and he has to do this. That's absolutely ridiculous, but it's not. This has actually been a thing in the NBA for a very long time. Now, don't expect him to do this forever. I know that people see like the way that he dresses, they see his personality, they see his hair. He's a little unorthodox just with his mannerisms and everything like that. He's definitely a loud mouth. He doesn't play around. Okay. So I know that he brings a lot of attention onto himself, and people see this and they're like, oh wow, here goes something else, this guy's so weird. But no, this is actually something that's been going on in the NBA for over like 30 years, maybe 40 years in which players have done this. And this is not going to be something that's lasts forever. Okay. This is a developmental season. It's going to continue, at least for the time being, until he gets that shot down. But I do love the fact that he's willing to do that in game, and the coaching staff is willing to let him do that as well. So let's go ahead and read through this article because I think it explains it even better than me. So big shout out to Roberto Araiza. Hopefully you guys correct me in the comments. Okay, I don't want to disrespect this man, but this is a phenomenal article. So let's go ahead and read through what he has to say. Shoot, you can even see here that is slightly off. But anyways, let's go ahead and read here. The San Antonio Spurs are coming off one of their most dominant wins of the season against the Houston Rockets. Yippee. I definitely like that. Not really. This past Wednesday, despite Keldon Johnson sitting out with a lower back contusion, Devin Vassell, who's been playing very well, I need to do a video on him, by the way, led the way yet again with an impressive 26.5 assists, 4 rebound outing, while Malachi Branham had the best scoring game of his young career, putting up 14 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, blah, 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 blah. Jeremy Sochan had an impressive two-way performance of his own, having put up 12.7 rebounds and 2 assists. But in case you missed it, all the rage and the mini internet freakout was about him beginning to shoot one-handed free throws seemingly out of nowhere. And by the way, this is Bleacher Report. Like I said, major outlets talked about this. Faceless Twitter profiles and Russell Westbrook stan accounts alike had some. Oh, I mentioned that, dude. I just spiked the mic. I'm so sorry. I talked about this. Yes, it was a lot of people saying, "Wow, are you really gonna make fun of Russell Westbrook?" And look at you. And it was like, dude, that's such a stupid thing to say. Colorful things to say about the young rookie who's only managed to knock down 43% of his free throws of the season. Even some Spurs fans and more reputable names around NBA Twitter, like myself, not really, had some real moments of pause seeing Sochan shoot one-handed free throws in an actual NBA game, and understandably so. After all, when's the last time you've seen that happen in a game with real stakes? Is it real stakes? Yes, there's a method to Jeremy Sochan's madness. So this is a really great breakdown. So let's go ahead and read together. If you think it's highly unusual to see someone shooting one-handed free throws in a live game setting, that's because it is highly unusual. But that doesn't make that what he's doing, and I find it difficult to believe that the coaching staff wasn't on the decision as well. Yeah, we both agree. So he also shows this clip, which I don't even know if I can get it to play. It was acting really strange earlier. Let me see. Let's see if we can go to it on Twitter. Here we go. There we go. We have to. Nope, still acting strange. There it is. So you can see his jump shot right there, and then he explains why he's showing this. You saw it. Okay, just rewind the video. I don't know what's going on with this video. If you take a look at the video above, which was posted just over a year ago, it shows Sochan's jump shooting mechanics in slow motion, but what I think needs to be paid close attention to is the position of his hands at point of release. Specifically, you'll notice that his shooting hand, his right hand, is positioned ever so slightly towards the side of the ball. I was actually saying that earlier, and you can kind of see it here as well. That's not directly underneath. Yes, it's slightly off. But moving on, let's see. If you take a look at the video above, oh, we just read that. And this is from, we watched this. What is this from? Watch 18-year-old workout. Oh, his workout. Yeah. So you can kind of see it here. We'll continue reading while this, if it plays. Oh my God. If it plays, this can be, okay, whatever. This can be seen again. This can be seen again in the video taken during the pre-draft process this past season, both from the back beginning at the 30-second mark, blah, blah, blah. It's very subtle and a bit difficult to notice when watching at full speed, but when pausing the video as he brings the ball above his head, it's quite a bit more noticeable. So let's see if we can get that. Let's see, right at the point of release. Crap, missed it. Hold on, we're gonna get there. Okay, yeah, you can definitely see it. You can definitely see it. It's a little blurry, but you definitely can see it. Okay, cool. Moving on. Believe it or not, this is where the one-handed shooting comes into play. Shooting the ball one-handed from a standstill is a common form shooting drill that is even available to see. US basketball website. While the drill isn't typically something that can be replicated in a live game, if it ever is used in a game setting, it would have to occur at the free throw line, and that's because obviously the standstill drill, right? If Sochan and other Spurs training staff is attempting to rework his shooting mechanics by forcing himself to correct position his shooting hand, this drill is the way to do it. Moving forward, we may or may not see Sochan continue this form shooting from the free throw line. I don't think we'll see it for that long, but this is basically the article here. I just wanted to go through it with you briefly. Once again, great article here from Air Alamo Roberto. Yeah, go support him. But yeah, this is basically an explanation of what this is all about. So while people were losing their minds, while people were trying to make fun of him and bring up the Westbrook thing, I can't believe they're not over that. Look, Sochan, everyone knew Sochan was going to brick some shots. Okay, that he's been doing that in college. He's not the best shooter in the world, but if he can develop that jump shot, and I'm not saying like develop it and become like a Damian Lillard, dude. If he could just bring that percentage up, free throw percentage, I say 60%, 65%, and 3-point percentage, maybe 35 to 40, dude, he will be absolutely nasty, dude. He will be absolutely filthy, because he can do so many other things already, but that's all the Spurs need him to do. We don't need him to become a Devin Vassell, okay, and that be one of the main great things he can do. He doesn't have to become a Kawhi Leonard, who was also very versatile, and be a shooter, be as good as shooters. No. He is a guy that's a glue guy and is perfectly fine if his percentage is slightly lower than, you know, a star caliber player, as long as he can knock them down, as long as he can keep the defenses honest, because as it stands right now, he's not keeping them honest, okay? They are allowing him to shoot, and they are not afraid when he takes those 3-pointers. So just throwing that out there. And, you know, it'll be more to this. We'll see what happens. But as it stands right now, I absolutely love seeing this. And we actually get to see the developmental process quite literally. So anyways, I'll give it to you guys later, man. If you want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description. Please go support your boy, or become a patron, a YouTube member. That's only $2 per month. But I'll give it to you guys later. Until next time, bye.